the title of my talk today is The Migrant Measurement Issue. Imagine you're on a refugee boat to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Europe. Well, I don't have to imagine, as my parents took me on a refugee boat to cross the Pacific Ocean from Vietnam to Canada in 1988. At the corner there is a photo of me and my mom a year after we survived our own refugee crisis. Migration is a topic close to my heart, and today it is the biggest challenge facing Europe. Now, migrants have impact on the host country, but it's the fear of the economic burden that many countries close borders on migrants. It is the aim of my PhD to measure for the first time the economic impact of migrants in Ireland, not limited to just the first generation, but for the generations to come. And I do so by analyzing a lot of survey data in Ireland. Well, these survey data is actually not perfect. There's a lot of issues with that, so let's just consider an example. Okay, you want to conduct a survey, and suppose that in Ireland, you know from the census that for every 3 Irish people, you have 2 non-Irish ones. And suppose one of the non-Irish person, a red person here, doesn't participate. In Ireland, the Central Statistic Office is going to substitute this person with a responding one. Okay? Now, in the society, there are more than 2 possible substitutes, but here there are 2 possible substitutes. The first substitute creates a match, whereas the second substitute introduces bias. But because there are more Irish people around, you're more likely to replace someone like me with a green Irish person like my supervisor. Well, I like him, but he biased my sample. So what do we do? Right? So now, well, I can fix this using survey weights. We'll have 4 Irish people to 1 non-Irish one. Right? We want 2 non-Irish people in the sample, so we then give this 1 non-Irish person a weight factor of 2, and everybody else a weight factor of 3 over 4. We artificially create a sample with 3 Irish people to 2 non-Irish one, representative with respect to nationality. But of course, nationality alone doesn't make us who we are. Right? I probably share a lot more similarities with many of the Irish people here in the room than, say, an old, grumpy, retired Canadian man living in Mayo. With all due respect, my PhD, I clustered the population into multiple subgroups of similar characteristics like age, sex, race, nationality, and create a weighting scheme for each of these groups separately. And so far, my PhD has significantly improved the estimates for both the migrants and the natives in Ireland. Next, I want to present you with one estimate showing the positive economic benefits of migrants in Ireland. My hope is that my research will help you better understand the minority groups living around you, and maybe the government will further open the border and giving many refugees and migrants more than just a surviving chance, but an opportunity to live and to stand up here and present a PhD thesis. Thank you.